this situated in a way that I could turn you around. Oh, there we go. Trying to make sure I got this going the right way. Hey guys. Hey Adriana. I'm just trying to set up this tripod because I got to get stuff done before I leave out. I'm not doing too good today though. I'm not. So, trying to stay optimistic and focus, but it's hard. And I didn't know this type of grieving. I didn't know this type of grieving was gonna be like that. I didn't. Hold on one second. All right. Yeah, so I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, Walt Money, how are you? Yeah, this is different. I gotta tell y'all, this is really different. This is extremely hard. But I said I'm not going to force myself not to grieve. You know. Thank you, Adriana. I don't have the strength for those comments. But I said I'm not going to stop myself from grieving. When I woke up this morning, I ain't gonna lie, I had a bad headache and I couldn't like calm down the anxiety. So I had to take an Ativan for anxiety and some Motrin just to calm my nerves because it was so hard. And my son couldn't stay in the room. He just couldn't handle it, you know? But me and my daughter stayed because we said we would never, ever let him be put to sleep on that metal table by himself. Never. He don't deserve that. So, my daughter, the doctor let my daughter hold him. And I held his paws and held his head. And the part that got me is like, we could feel the life. And she is 3 needles. And she put the first one in. She said it was to make him sleepy and calm. And then the next 2 were to slow down his heartbeat. And you just saw him like melt into her arms with his eyes open. I've never experienced that before. And I know a lot of times, like I'll be honest, a lot of people in my culture, how I grew up, they didn't fight for cats that hard. They didn't fight for the animals that hard. It was for so many reasons they didn't fight for the animals. I mean, economic reasons, the way they were raised culturally. Most people, as soon as they can't get sick, they throw them out on the street. But I know that if I got sick, I don't want nobody to throw me out on the street. And he was very good to us, you know, very good to us. And I'm telling y'all, ever since I came home, Lady, our other cat, I swear it's like they knew. And it was like almost like he trained her on how to handle things. Because last night she was running through the house yowling. Just running through the house, each bedroom, up and down the steps, the front of the house, the back of the house. And she was yowling. She wasn't meowing. She was like, and I was just laying there and I was like, Lord, help me go to sleep. And then this morning when I got up, she was like right there near my bed. She was right there. And she has not left my side the whole time. Look. I was not turning. I want to show y'all how she has not left my side at all. I hope I don't need to charge this thing. Hi, dear mama. Hi, mama. Hi, dear purple. Hello. You don't want to be up here. She will not leave my side. Like, whatever room I go to, she's standing right there. She will not leave. I remember when Daffy was here, they ate different food because he had the medicated food. And wait a minute, where's the other bowl? Oh. So I had to feed her up in the tree. And he ate on the floor over here. And now I can put her bowl down there. And I don't have to worry about, you know, him eating her food anymore. Because he don't need food where he went. So as soon as my son came home, he walked in and saw Daffy's stuff, and he was like, he just had to get it together and throw it away because he couldn't stand looking at it. Because Daffy had like special bowls, and he had a, you know, customized food mat, and you know, all kinds of stuff. Thank you. So yeah, so we kind of like got rid of everything. As he got older, he couldn't really climb the steps to use the litter box in the back of the house. So we got a real big one and put it up in the hallway. And my daughter just put the big one in the trash can. And threw it out because Lady's able to use the one down here. And I remember I said I wasn't buying new furniture. Like when I got my house remodeled, I said I wasn't buying new furniture yet because let me put some water in one of these for her. I said I wasn't buying new furniture yet because Daffy had my cat had over the years, like I said, he's been here a very, very long time. Okay. And he scratched up the chairs. And he always sat on my sofa. It was really comfortable for him. And it has like so much cat hair because towards the end, y'all, it was patches and patches and patches of hair coming out. Like lots and lots of hair. When me and the kids came home, we had to take showers because if any of the OG Nista members know, I'm allergic to cats. But for Daffy, when he first came here, I had to go to an allergist and get allergy shots for about 3 months in order to become immune to him. So let me get some food for Lady. Like if you look, he had his own bin. He had his own bin. I had bins that I got for him to put the food in. And I, you know, wrote his name, and she has one. She has one. And this was the special food that the hospital put him on. So they told me that I could return it and get a refund. It was $90 a case. So, hey everybody. Hey Leela. Hey, what's that? I'm sorry, Sunny Horace Lover. Hi. So I can take this food back. They told me just to pack it up and I could take it back to them. Before he got sick, he would eat this, but then he couldn't eat it no more once he got the nodules on his throat. They found nodules. So I'm gonna take it back. No, it actually came from the hospital where it's his vet hospital he's been going to since I've had him. So they've taken care of him since the beginning. They know him very well. So this is going back to them. I can give this to Lady, which I'm going to do now. And she can eat this one. This was the original bowl I had bought for her in the beginning, but she couldn't use it. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to put this over here where Daffy stuff used to be. This is for her. Here you go, Mama. Here you go. That's for you now, okay? I know you confused because you know that's Daffy's spot, but it's for you. It's for you. You can eat over there now. It's for you. She's so confused. I know you're trying to figure it out. You don't know why. So what I'll do is I'll put your food on this side so you can get used to it. How about that? Because I see you won't go over there. She won't go over there, y'all. Because she thinks it's his side, so she won't go. Yeah. You see her? She's trying to figure it out. But she knows it's not her spot. I'm trying, y'all. Please be kind. Please be kind, y'all. Please be kind. I'm trying. Because life keeps going. You're okay, Mama. You don't have to run. You don't have to run. Here, I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put it over here because he's not coming back, okay? Here. Here, Mama. He's not coming back, boo-boo. He's not coming back. Here. This is for you. Okay? Because he's not coming back. He said he needs you to hold down the fort. Do everything he taught you to do. You can eat there. I'm sorry to be on here, y'all, looking like this. I've been a single woman all my life. And even when I had somebody, honestly, it's still like I'm single. I'm used to doing this stuff by myself. I'ma be alright. I'ma be alright. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you. Hi, Sunflower. I'm alright. I'm just grieving right now, that's all. I'm grieving. I'm not dying. I'm grieving. I'm just grieving. This is more cat stuff. Yeah. Thank you for praying for me, Peggy. Thank you. I'm just grieving. This is Lady's box. We tried to clean him up with wipes. You know, once he started getting really sick. Oh, here goes some more of this food. He couldn't really take care of himself. Yes, the Holy Spirit. Oh, man. Leela, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. What was this? You ain't never lied, Leela. The Holy Spirit is amazing. This expires 10/14. Oh, this is ear cleaner. This is to clean out ears. See, I always bought prescription stuff. I spent money on my animals. I treat them like family. I went and bought a steam brush. I'm always buying them stuff. This is Daffy's brush. See his hair in there? That's his hair. The kids ain't clean the hair out. They didn't clean the hair out. But they got some catnip mist. You know, I trust Adriana. So please understand if she's decided to time somebody out for whatever reason, she's doing it because she understands who I am. And she understands what I can tolerate at the moment. And she understands what I can't tolerate at the moment. So please be mindful. She just wants the best for me right now. Because she knows I'm very vulnerable at the moment. And I'm not usually like this. I have my moments. But I'm not usually like this. I'm not usually this bad. This will go in the trash. No, I gotta keep the lady one. Daffy's bucket seems a little better than hers. So I need to peel this off, but it ain't gonna peel. Hey, Erica. Oh, man, I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you, girl. I like his bucket better. Oh, you know what I could do? I know what to do. Dump all that out. Wipe it out. I'm gonna wipe it out. Lord. And I got two big functions for work tomorrow. Big functions where all administration will be there, the radio stations. There's one tomorrow morning, and then there's one on Friday morning. And it's like, no matter what you go through, I'm telling you, as a woman, you always gotta be strong. It's like you never get a chance to just be vulnerable and know somebody else could pick up the slack. Somebody else could make you feel like you don't have to worry about it. They got it. You know, you always gotta feel like that. You know, and I hate that for us women. I hate that for us. I hate that. We've had to take on so much masculine energy. And I hate that for us. Because even when I say I have somebody, he can't do what I do. I'm 45 years old, y'all. I've done so much in my life. So many good things, so many bad things. But God has blessed me. in so many ways you can't imagine. Y'all, me losing my cat just makes me look back over my life. I remember my first cat when I was little. I was about 6 or 7 years old. And this is why I decided I was going to break the curse when it came to animals. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I had a cat. And my mom left my dad, and they just put the cat out on the street. His name was Cat. Then I had a cat at 12, and my mom wanted me to move to Jersey so I can get a better education. So she sent me down there for a year. But they kept my cat in the basement, and they forgot to feed him and give him water. And he died in the basement. I never got a cat after that. Then I got a dog I had my kids. I had my kids at 20 in August, and I turned 21 in October. And I had got a house for them through a program that helps you with assisted living, and they help you build up your credit and stuff to buy a house. I stayed there for 2 years, and I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to school, I finished, I did everything, and I wanted to start looking for a house. And I wanted to get my kids a house and a dog. And I got them the dog. I got them a Shar-Pei. I bought it. I didn't have the money. The girl wanted $500, and I took my bill money and bought them a Shar-Pei because I wanted my kids to have the rich man family without the family. I always had that. If it's a way, it's a. If it's a will, it's a way. So I got them that dog. And right before I could close on the house, I went on a spiritual retreat, and I sent my cat, my dog, and my kids down my aunt's house. And they were playing in the yard, and my aunt tied the dog to the bottom of her deck steps. And my kids running up and down the steps. And last time they came down, his name was Clifford because he was a red color. And came down, and the dog was hanging behind the deck steps. And my kids had to see that tongue hanging out his mouth. And it stayed in their heads for so long. And I said, I'm going to break this curse one way or another. I'm going to get an animal, and I'm going to love that animal like it's my child, and it came from my womb. And then that's when I got Daffy. And I went, and he came to me in the cage because I couldn't figure out which cat to get. And he came to me. And when he came to me, I said, that's the one. And everybody, so many naysayers. And that's why I tell y'all, stop listening to people and follow your heart. And ask God to help you follow the Holy Spirit. Because all the intricate pieces of your life play together to get you where you need to be. The things that you feel as though is the smallest thing, it's a part of the plan. And I didn't listen to other people. I brought Daffy home. I brought Daffy home in 2006. Yep. And Daffy was 2 years old when we got him. And he lived with me in this house. He's seen this house be bought. He's seen this house turn into the house it is now. He's seen this house be a fixer-upper. He remembered my kids when their voices were squeaky like Alvin and the Chipmunks. He's been here through them being potty pamper trained, and he's been here with them through kindergarten all the way up to graduate high school and all the way through college. He's been their mental health supportive animal. He's been my support. I said I was going to take care of him and not let him be without nothing. When he turned 3, he had crystals backed up in his urethra, something that cats get. And most of the time it kills the cats. And they have to put him to sleep. And I told him, you're not putting my cat to sleep. He's only 3. How much it costs? It was $2,500. I gave him $2,500. Credit card. I didn't know how I was going to pay it off. And I had promised the kids to take them on the Spirit of Baltimore. But I knew when if it was a will, it's a way. We dropped him off. They worked on him, kept him for a week. We went on the Spirit of Baltimore. We stayed in Baltimore for 3 days like I promised them. Came home and got my cat, and all was well. And that's why my strength in the Lord is so strong. You can't sway me or persuade me. You can't. After that, a few years later, maybe about 5-6 years later, he acquired IBS and inflammatory intestinal issues. And it was so crazy because he got his diagnosis around the time I was diagnosed with gastroparesis. And it was happening while the house was being remodeled. All this was tore out. Everything in the house was tore out. And I couldn't take him with me where I was going because I was going away on vacation while the house was being remodeled. But the person I knew said he would take care of him while I was gone. And when I came home, I realized his intestinal issues and stuff got worse. Spent another $2,500 to get him right. He was great after that. That leads up to this. He made it to 19. And I was ready to go all in again. I spent $1,600 last week. And yesterday, I spent $198 for the emergency visit. I spent $298 to put him to sleep. And I spent $700 for him to get a proper memorial. They're going to give me a personalized cremation box with his name and everything engraved on it. I get a plaque with his paw prints and his name on it. I get a certificate and everything. And then I got pictures that I'm going to get canvassed. And this wall in my house, I got some African American art. But I'm going to clear that wall out. And it's going to be a memorial for him. And I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to show it to you guys. Because my cat was a king. He was a king. I'm supposed to be getting work done today for work. I said if my manager called me, I'm going to just tell him, listen, ain't no work getting done today. But what I said is I think I need some therapeutic shopping. And it's not the therapeutic shopping you may think, guys. You know how women, we go buy shoes and this, that, and the third. I'm going to tell you what it is. The one thing I said I would never replace was my living room and dining room furniture. If you've been here with me for a while, you know I did all the rest of the house from top to bottom, even the basement. But I never got new living room and dining room furniture because those were his favorite places. And my dining room chairs. He scratched on these dining room chairs. Hold on, y'all. He scratched on these dining room chairs. I'm going to show y'all. For 12 years. And people would see him and probably think, what's wrong with them chairs? My baby did this for 12 years. And I loved him so much that I didn't complain about it. At first I did. But I realized that cats, when they're in stress or something's going on with them, be mindful, this is what cats do. This is how they stretch their bones and everything. So you have to go and buy things before they imprint on it and they feel like it's theirs to do. He didn't just do it to one, but he did it to all of them. This is all Daffy. And people used to say to me, I would have kicked him out. I would have kicked him out. Well, that's you. That's not me. If your child tear up something in the house, you don't kick your child out. Huh? You're going to kick your child out. No. My banisters, got them done. They got scratches all over them. You know. My furniture does not match my house. I'm going to show y'all. My furniture is brown. And I always wanted to switch it up. But I said I wasn't going to do it until old man Jenkins passed. This was his couch. I couldn't even sit on the couch because there's so much cat hair. No matter how much I cleaned this couch, it just always built up with cat hair. And his paw prints. As you can see, I never sat there. You know, I never sat there. Never sat there. So, you know what I'm going to do today? Take a guess, y'all. Just take a guess. Let's see who guesses it. Let's see who guesses it right. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, Uncle James. Yeah. I'm going to go buy my new furniture. I'm going to go, me and my daughter, I'm going to go buy new furniture. And it's so crazy because I thank God that I got my finances in order. Because it would be a time that I would be gambling so bad. I wouldn't have been able to give him a proper cremation and memorial. I wouldn't be able to go buy furniture or do any of this kind of stuff that I'm saying. I'm so happy that I'm in a better place financially. You know, I'm not moving too fast, Erica. But thank you. Yeah, he gonna be with me and he gonna be pointing it out. He gonna jump up on the furniture like he would do, walk around in the circle and decide where he gonna sit. And then that's how he tell me it's the one. But that was my promise. And I used to say, Daffy, this your furniture. I'm not going to get rid of it until you go. And I never told people. I told my family, but I never told other people that. Because people wouldn't understand. They'd be like, what? Everybody's not going to understand your goals. Everybody's not going to understand your dreams. Everybody's not going to understand why you do the things you do. I'm just convinced, you know. I'm just convinced. It is what it is, you know. But that's what I'm going to go do when my daughter comes. Me and my daughter want to go out to eat. Y'all, I don't know. I mean, the pain. When I saw his head drop, y'all, with his eyes open, I screamed like somebody stabbed me. I was blown away from my response. Because I was cool and calm at first. And then when I got there, you know, they had transitioned my daughter to the room where they, you know, say farewell. They have certain snacks you can give them that they usually couldn't eat. And, you know, and then it was candles in there and spiritual quotes. And when I walked in, I said, oh, this is it. This is real. As soon as she was about to grab his IV hanging from his leg to put, I wanted to grab it and say no. I wanted to say no. But then I said, I'm saying no for me. But then I was like, maybe I'm saying no for him. I don't want him to think I'm giving up on him. I don't want him to think, oh, because you old, you know, that's it. That's what was bothering me, you know. Because it's not it because you old, you know. So what? It's some kids that live to 20-something. When the doctor first saw him, he thought he was going to live forever. Doctor told me he might give me another 5 years. But honestly, only God knows. That's why I went and bought that case of food. Because after the doctor said that, I said, well. And then as soon as I bought it, the next day he stopped eating. And he stopped drinking. It feels so quiet in here. Do y'all remember hearing him yelling in the background for his food? Adriana and y'all, the OGs, Uncle James, Erica, do y'all remember that? When he used to be yelling here with Jeremiah because he wanted his food. And he was so loud. He couldn't even talk no more. He used to be so loud. You could hear him everywhere. You know. He would be like, ah, ah. And then it got to the point it was just like, ah. Then it was like, and then it was no more. Hey, I'm just talking online. Yep, y'all remember. He was saying, hurry the heck up. Y'all taking too long. I'm hungry. And if he thought when he was making a plate, if we made one before his, he'd be looking, following the plate, thinking it's his. He'd sit down and look like, what you think you doing? Yeah. It's like he was saying, I know you're being awesome and fabulous on your live, but I'm hungry. Right? Did he do that? Oh my God. She around here is so weird. I think she's confused right now because of where I put her food and everything. And she wanted to go over there, so I put it over here. And she was very confused and she was scared. Because, you know, usually we'll say don't eat his food. So right now she don't understand what's going on. She's like, this is different. She's probably upstairs. But it was a ride, y'all. It was a ride. It was a ride. Definitely a ride. Let me put this up. It was definitely a ride. It was a good ride. It really was. It was a good... He gave me the best of his life. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of memorials in his honor. I want to connect with a foundation for cats, homeless animals, because I want to start making donations in his honor. You know, I want to start making donations in his honor. I just got to figure out how to do it. I want to give it to different places, you know, like almost like adopt a cat or something. So if anybody knows how I can start something like that, let me know, because I am very interested in doing that. You know, very interested in doing something like that. Because that would make King Daffy proud. That would make him very, very, very proud. And that's what I want to start doing. His life was amazing. My family used to call him the $1 Million Cat. Would anyone want help? I got to figure out how to start it. I'm going to go on YouTube University. YouTube tell you everything. You know, and if nobody donate, it's okay with me. I'm going to do it. I can make it happen. I make everything else happen. All the money that used to go into his food every month. Shoot. I spent about $200 a month on him. And care and food and everything. So I want to help some less fortunate animals. You know, I feed the animals outside my house as much as I can without them coming around too much. I even put a house cat for the winter time just to protect them from the elements. I had put that in the backyard too. Because we had a lot of rain and stuff this year. So I put that back there and I noticed they were going into it. So I figured the money that I was putting into him, I want to help a cat that's struggling. It's sad that I'm so allergic, because I would be like a trapper and take them to get fixed and stuff and see if I could like get them boarded or home, but I'm too allergic. I'm too allergic. But I know there's people out there that do it, and they would appreciate the funding to help, because it's, you know, it's not cheap. That stuff costs money, you know. Yeah, yup, they like it. They go, especially when it was cold this winter and everything. They loved it. They really did. They loved it. They did. They're my trans. That's funny. Nah, I had 2 kids. I still got my uterus, my ovaries. I still got all these emotions that come with being a woman. So, nope. I'm full blown woman held 2 babies at one time. But thanks for asking. If it was for educational purposes, maybe you could figure out how to become a sponsor to Needy Shelter. Yeah, how about that? They would appreciate it beyond recognition. My local TNF program is always asking for help financially and physically. Okay. I'm going to do that. That's exactly what I'm going to look into, y'all. Look, I was working and everything got left. I just jumped from my desk and everything got left sitting there. I didn't even shut down the computer. The computer shut down themselves. And I left my wallet on my desk. So when I went, I didn't have an ID. I didn't have nothing. Thank God for Apple Wallet. Because I didn't have nothing. Nothing in my pocketbook. At all. So. And anybody out there with animals, I know sometimes getting pet insurance is expensive. But if you ever have unexpected expenses for your animal and you don't have the cash to cover it, apply for something called Care Credit. They may be able to help you because Care Credit is offered and accepted at all different veterinarian clinics or vet hospitals. They'll accept Care Credit. So if you ever have or need something like that, I only kept that card for my animals. I never used it for myself. Like, you can do stuff like get braces. I've heard people get BBLs and all kinds of stuff, but not me. I use it for the animals. I use it for the animals. And your couponing skills, I be trying, girl. You know me. I'm about to go out here and find out who got the best furniture sale known to life. Don't play with me. Fresh cold water feels so good. Alright, so I'm about to get off of here, y'all, because my daughter is home. I got a nail appointment at 4. I have a nail appointment at 4 o'clock. But I don't know if I'm going on. I might have to cancel to do 5 o'clock. You seen her? Okay, what's she doing? She laying on my bed. It's okay. Just leave her alone. She not at the head of my bed. I wasn't talking about her. I knew you was on there. No, it's okay. You talking about the cat, right? No, I'm talking about, I didn't know you on live. Oh, you look good. Alright, guys. Me and my daughter are out. We are going to spend some time together, which I love and I'm thankful for. And thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for showing me love. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for talking with me. Because I don't have a lot of people I can talk to about my cat that understand. They really don't. I noticed online, you are in contact with way more people that understand the love of animals, understand the grief that comes with losing an animal, than you would talking to people out here. They said, hey, baby Nista, sending huge hugs to you. Say thank you. She said thank you. So until next time, I will keep you guys updated on my purchases, what I do throughout the day, because going live is helping me. It really is. It's helping me. And y'all helped me get to the vet yesterday without crashing out. So I appreciate that. I will talk to you later. Peace and blessings. Stay focused, stay positive, stay prayerful. Get out there and make life happen, no matter if it's stressful or not. Because trust me, I don't feel all that great. But I'm not going to sit in this place. I'm not going to stay in these emotions. I'm not going to stay in these emotions at all. I got to keep living. I'm too blessed. And Daffy wouldn't want that for me anyway. Yes, I know it sounds crazy. But my cat, he would want us to be happy. That's for sure. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.